Yeah. Good afternoon, family. How are you? Happy Wednesday. I have a special treat for you. So I have my son here, Marvin Brandon, who's going to share some really important information about health. And so I felt as though you all will be interested in this information. So just doing an interview here with Marvin just to find out what's new, what's going on, what's the best way of staying healthy and helping us with our mental health as well. So Marvin, this is my son Marvin. I'll introduce you to him. Marvin, you can just tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
For those who don't know me, my name is Marvin. I'm owner of Action Sport and Fitness, a fitness company specializing in helping people lose weight and improve their health overall.
So Marvin, not just your overall health, but also your mental health. People don't really understand your overall health has a lot to do with your mental health. Yes, you can go into the office and talk with someone and they can tell you what you should be doing or what's best for you or encourage you. But overall, if you don't have that physical health, which basically brings out the better you per se. So we're just going to go ahead and have a conversation. If you have any questions, please feel free to chime in. I can see if someone have a question, I can just basically address the question. So Marvin, understand you had this new program out, which basically can assess people, their physical assessment without actually being right there on site with them.
Yeah, so I realize that a lot of people are just jumping into workouts right now. And all these people are jumping into workouts not knowing what their strengths and weaknesses are. So if you don't know what your strength and weakness is, how do you know what program is going to best help you reach your goal?
Okay.
And you don't want to get injured just trying different exercises that will set you back. So basically the virtual assessment is what it is. And this assessment will pretty much tell you what your upper body strengths are, your lower body strengths, your core strength, your range of motion, and your cardiovascular endurance. It'll tell you what level you are based on your age group. So with all that information, you're better equipped to figure out what kind of workout program you should try. So for example, P90X, right?
Yes.
So P90X has various different workout programs. But if you're someone who can barely do a push-up, you're someone who can't hold a plank for no more than 2 seconds, and you're someone who can't do a push-up, why would you start a P90X high intensity workout? Right?
Exactly.
So the assessment lets you know where you're at, and then it also shows you where you should be based on your age. Based on your age and your sex, so male or female. So that I decided to create the virtual assessment based on that because I wanted to make sure everybody choose the right program in a smart way, a strategic way, as opposed to just doing it because everybody said they should do it.
So a person like me who basically just do cardio, just dab into working out, here and there, don't really actually do any physical forming or forming my body or anything. So if I was to do the assessment, it would tell me what my weaknesses and my strengths are.
Right. So there's the assessment would test your upper body and lower body strength, your core strength, your range of motion and flexibility. So there's one part on the assessment that would let you know if you have, tight glutes, or if you have, when I say tight glutes, I mean where your glutes are so tight that it restricts you from moving the way your body should move. Or if your shoulders are too tight. In the assessment, you got to tell all these things based on a particular assessment that's in the virtual assessment that I'm providing people now, which is on my website, asfvirtual.com. And the assessment is for men and women.
Oh, okay. So, Marvin, I understand you have a couple books out as well. So tell me a little bit about your books. And I actually want you to try to do an assessment on me and tell me what my strengths are. Tell me what my strengths are, you guys. So, tell me about the books. I understand that you've written 3 books. Is that correct?
Yes. So my first book was called The Take Action Guide. Just wanted to provide people a way to work out from ground zero. So basically just starting off with body weight exercises and then transitioning into resistant bands and then transitioning into free weights. So my first book is a 12-week program. And then my second book has a 12-week program in it, but on top of that, it shows you what kind of shoes you should wear for your exercise. It has different meal plans that you should use based on your body type, and it also talks about different body types and how you should eat. And then my third book, the Ultimate Recipe book, is just recipes, but the recipes are for low carbs, high carbs, and moderate carbs, and then high protein, low protein, moderate protein, and high, low, and moderate fats. So in that recipe book, anyone can use it. If you don't eat meat, you can always substitute with the non-meat.
Oh, okay. Like me, like I'm a vegan, so
right.
Yeah, I can just substitute it with something.
You can substitute any of the meat with beans, but I will have a vegetarian vegan recipe book coming out soon.
Oh,
yeah.
Y'all hear that? Vegetarian vegan book. Hey, right up my alley. So Marvin, tell me, how did you get into this? I mean, is this something that you always wanted to do? Is this something, what would you say to people that would like to take this venture and take their exercise venture to where you are?
You mean like just like being in better shape?
Right, exactly. Because I mean, you got a great body here, great physique, and have you always had that?
Of course, I haven't. But it's consistency, and it's not just consistency in the gym. It's consistency of eating better, staying hydrated, getting enough sleep, and being knowledgeable of how your body responds to different things.
So, what made you go into this?
Initially, I just felt like I enjoyed the result of helping people. So, like, once I realized how much I can affect someone by just showing them how to exercise and get healthier, and then the response I got from that, I just felt like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. It never felt like so much work for me.
Oh, okay.
It still feel like work now.
Oh, okay. Great. So let's go see if I can stand up and try to see if you do an assessment on me, okay. Since I do my little workout every day. So let me just take my shoes off here. Let's see what my strengths are. So what do I need to do?
You want to have your arms straight up.
Straight up?
Yep. And then spread your feet out shoulder width apart. And then what you want to do, keep your toes pointed straight.
Okay, toes pointed straight.
Because what I want to see is how your body responds when you come down from the squat.
Okay.
So the way you would check is you would check from the side, the front, and the rear. So what you would do is come down in the squat and hold it.
You want me to come down in the squat?
Yep.
You want me to come down in the squat? Okay. All right. I'm there yet. I need to go down low.
Can you go lower?
Oh, I think this is it.
All right, so you see how your arms move forward?
Yeah.
Yep, so your shoulder's tight and your back is rounding.
That
means your mid and upper back is tight and weak.
Oh.
And then your toes end up turning out, so that means your adductors are tight and weak as well. And then your core is pretty much weak, so you gotta strengthen.
So I'm all jacked up and say.
Yeah, so with that, the thing you can do to improve on that, this is work on your range of motion, like stretching and mobility exercises.
So you're saying, so in order to get to that point where I'm not falling over, my feet not going in, and my back ain't going over, so I need to do work on my range of motion?
Range of motion, your upper back and shoulders. And,
what's that? How do you do that?
So like for your shoulders, when you were squatting down, your arms move forward, so your shoulders are tight, and also your elbows bent a little bit, so that means your chest is tight too.
Oh.
All right. So what you can do?
How would you show me how you would do it? If like I'm just Joe Blow now, somebody who's been doing a range of motion and all that. Show me how it actually works.
Through different mobility movements to help target your upper back and your hips at the same time. So one thing you can do is opposite reach. So the way that works is you would step back. The same leg that steps back comes up. And then the other arm reaches back. When you reach, lift your chest up and just pull back. You want your back knee straight, your front knee straight, back leg straight, and then reach. Step forward and then do on the other side. And you'll feel the stretch all through your shoulder.
So I need to do that range of
So you
motion?
can try that right now.
So how to do it like this?
So start with your feet together.
Together?
And you're going to step back.
Here.
When you step back, one arm goes up.
Arm go up.
Bend your front knee a little bit, back leg straight, and then reach all the way back.
So like, do I have it right?
You want your toes, both toes pointed straight.
Oh, both.
Take a bigger step back.
All right. So
you can reach your arms all the way back. But keep your body square.
Oh. So what I do with the other hand?
Step forward. And then switch. And you would switch.
Like this.
But everything must move together.
Oh, so we gotta move everything together. All right, so let's see. Like this.
Nope, so you start. And I say everything moves together. I step back. Everything moves. Legs and arms move together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but reach. Both arms reach back.
Oh, reach back.
Just arms too. Both arms. You just feel it all back here.
Oh.
And lift your chest up. Bend your front knee and straighten your back leg. You should feel it all down the back of your leg.
Oh, so then come back up and do the same thing.
Yep.
I did better though, didn't I? Did I do better?
I mean, it's progressive, so you gotta keep reaching your arms back. But you can see how tight your shoulders are.
So so with your assessment, it will tell me, your virtual assessment will tell me exactly what I'm tight on, what parts of my body I need to really work on. And so you can help me with that. So once I complete the assessment, then what?
Then you would decide what program you wanted to work on. Decide what program you wanted to choose. So there's different programs you can choose from, but it just depends on what you want to do. So after you finish the assessment, you feel like you want to work with me, someone decides they want to work with me, you would sign up for a consultation.
Okay.
And then that consultation, we would talk about what results you got from your assessment. And then from there, we'll discuss on what you need to work on and how you can get there.
So with this pandemic in place, and I understand the virtual assessment, and so once I complete the assessment, then I guess you'll give me a call or something.
So if you complete the assessment is like a la carte. So
Okay.
you don't have an obligation to reach back out to me.
Okay.
It's just solely for the individual to know where they are.
Okay.
And if they decide, okay, I want to try one of Marvin's programs.
Oh, okay.
Then they'll have a conversation with me. But if they do it just to see where they're at, that's it.
Oh, so let me ask you this. So someone like me, could you get me to where you are?
I could definitely get you in better shape than what you are right now. But everybody's different.
Okay.
Everybody has their own limitations. So I would never tell anyone I can get them where I am.
Okay.
I can definitely get them in a better position than we're in. That's all you can really work towards. And then build from there.
So you basically can get my core stronger.
Yeah, you get your core stronger for sure.
And my glutes.
Yeah. It just depends on if you have any type of injuries or anything like that. That may make that.
So someone who has an injury, someone who's not totally physically in shape like me, right? Then is there a way, are you able to work with them? And so say for instance, someone who has some form of disability, are you able to work with them to get them in like maybe physical shape, or maybe not into that, that summer body?
I think that person will have to definitely be cleared first by like a physical therapist or an orthopedic doctor. Because that wouldn't be, so my goal is to get people in shape and to help prevent injury.
Also, basically, you help them get in shape and to prevent injuries.
To help prevent, but if you already have an existing injury,
okay,
that's not my expertise. So I could probably help, but it wouldn't be morally right based on my scope of knowledge.
Okay.
To make sure the person doesn't re-injure themselves.
Right. And so this is your business. You're certified. You've been doing this for how many years now?
Almost 10.
Wow, 10 years. That's great. So you're pretty diverse in the industry. You know basically what's trending and what's not trending. And so right now with this pandemic, people are looking more to virtual training. And so would you see in the future, once this pandemic over, would you reopen your gym, or would you still continue to have your gym open and still have people do the virtual as well?
Um, I'm leaning more towards just virtual training.
Virtual training?
Um, just for peace of mind for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, the person could be 100% healthy, but at the end of the day, you never know until they have better solutions for, diagnosing and treating people.
Oh, okay.
So as of right now, in the immediate future,
Mm-hmm.
I only see me doing virtual training.
Oh, okay.
Just for everybody's health.
Okay. So, Marvin, tell us where we can get this book. Tell us how we can get to your website to do the assessment. Yeah, so I can share this information. Hey guys, Marvin's going to share with you his information. I mean, as far as where you can get the books, go out there to his website and also check out his assessment. Go out there and try his assessment so at least you can assess where you are. As you can see, I've assessed where I am, and I'm pretty on that totem pole somewhere, but of course I'm going to try to keep myself in shape, as much as possible. So somebody like me that works out every day, do cardio, right? So is that part of your routine as well, the cardio aspect of it?
Cardio is definitely part of my routine personally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do cardio, but cardio solely should not be the only thing you do, because you have to strengthen your muscles. That work on your range of motion. So you saw how just doing an assessment how tight your body was.
Yes.
Yeah. So cardio is not going to increase your range of motion or increase your flexibility or overall increase your strength.
Okay.
Yeah. So cardio is good, but you also want to do some form of strength training.
So you believe you can get me? I can possibly maybe not get where you are, but I can possibly just make my body stronger because I'm older and I need that range of motion as far as those muscles are concerned, not just cardio like you said.
Yeah. It's just consistency and overcoming, the days we don't feel like doing.
Oh my God. Well, Marvin, I want to thank you so very much for coming on my show. It's called LD, Drama Artistry.
Okay. Thank you.
And so, you all, I want to say thank you all so very much for tuning in and listening to this conversation. I thought it would be very pertinent for everyone to, just to get it from a professional, someone who actually does it every day, who trains folks every day. And also gives you all the opportunity to say, if you have any questions, you can always send Marvin an email or go out to his webpage and ask away, or just get his book, or just do the assessment. So Marvin, can you just give us that information again?
So my website is A as in Apple, S as in Sam, F as in Frank, virtual.com. That's where you can sign up for the assessment and where you can get my recipe book.
Oh, isn't that great, guys? So there you have it. So we have Marvin here in the flesh who gave us a really great assessment there. So I want to thank you all so very much. Have a good day.